Something else.
All right. Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 203. What's wrong? It's your boy Kaleo, and somehow there he is. There's E-Rich. CB is off for tonight, so it'll be just us two here tonight while we get through the show. Episode 203. What's wrong? What's good, bro? Welcome in.
What up, bro?
I see Tusa. I see Sammy. I'll tell y'all what's wrong. Britt B, good to see you. Who else we got here? That's it for now. All right. So CB is on assignment tonight, and so it's just us two. We're gonna rock it. We're gonna make it work. We do have somebody dropping through to give an update on some things that's happening, and we got an update on the winners of the DC Shy Pie. Well, we got something else packets that included the DC Shy Pie pizzas. We'll have that update coming up soon as well. But bro, what's good with you?
Ain't nothing much, over here doing my side duties with the comments, and I just play. I got it. Listen, bro, work been on something else, another level. You dig? And at the end of the day, bro, I needed this little getaway for a hot second.
Natalie, good to see you.
You and I have been in chat about what's been going on lately. You dig? So it's a good little step away for a hot second. But listen, man, I'm here for it. Let's get to going.
Dimitri, good to see you. Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, look, it's been a week. The supervisor is on vacation. Well, somewhat, because he has responded to every email that has been sent his way this week. And I don't get that. If you're going to be on vacation, right? I don't understand anybody that takes the time off and then goes ahead and decides to respond to every email. Like, why even be off? And this guy's off for a very significant reason too, right? It's a big step in his life. And he's decided to respond to every email for whatever God knows reason while he is hailing the milestone in his life. So whatever. But we got through it. It's been a decent week. But look, we're here. We're gonna get through it. We got said hopefully next 6 or 7 minutes or so we'll get an update from some folks. But other than that, bro, let's just get through the show and get to the weekend. So
Sure.
Let's wrap. Where are we going to start at? Oh, yeah, let's start right there. So, New Jersey bus driver and passenger get into it on the 16th of August of this month. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen the video that's floating out there. I'm not going to show the video. I'm not going to show the faces. But if you haven't seen this video right now about and I wouldn't even call it, because the headline said they got into a fight. Wasn't much of a fight. It was single-handedly one-sided ass whooping. You can see it's good to see you. Wasn't much of a fight, right? And it says allegedly over the passenger spitting in the driver's face or spitting at the driver, right? Now, we don't know what led to the spitting, but we do know that the driver moved all the passengers to the back of the bus, and he had had enough. And you see him confront somebody who's clearly younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit him with a two-piece before the dude even knew what was happening. Right. Now, if you've seen the video, like there's a part of the video where dude is getting choked out and he just looks like he's not even there. Like his eyes are wide open, but I don't know if the dude was in shock or if he was just like not mentally there. I don't know what it was, but it looked really awkward that Risa, good to see you. It looked really awkward that this guy was just standing there and let this guy choke him out. Didn't even swing back at him. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, they both ended up getting arrested for aggravated assault. The driver is on probation, obviously. Sean Xavier, good to see you, bro. Driver's on probation. We don't know if he's gonna get fired or not, but bro, thoughts on the video? Maybe we'll break it down after that. But what thoughts on what you saw in the video?
It was excessive for sure. I'm not sure if it was, anybody's place to step in or I mean, what I mean by that is like somebody like, all right, that's enough. You know what I mean? Like there's a point in time where it's like enough is enough. Like you getting to the point of, and regardless, I don't know if you remember, but there was somebody that we played against that did do this. They did spit, and it did cause a rather commotion on the field. And all things after that just kind of stopped. That's probably that is the worst thing that you can do outside of just open hand slapping somebody in the face, right? Like you spit in somebody's face, like it's a wrap. Like it's the greatest form of disrespect. So after that, but in that moment, like you said, it's easy for us to talk about it unless you've been through that and you just completely go black, right? You see red and it's on after that. He has to be better because of the situation that he was in by him being at his job and having other people that he was responsible for. You know what I'm saying? Like
takeover.
It is a thing. So I don't know. I just thought it was excessive. I really do feel like somebody should have stepped in and been like, all right, that's enough. But this is a generation where motherfuckers is quick to pull out their phone and not assess the situation where it could have got, it could have gone worse to bad, like from bad to worse, and then even more so than that. So,
bro, this is perfect example of fuck around and find out, right? And these public safety workers or these public workers take a lot of abuse and a lot of shit throughout their day, right? And this is just, he's not the only bus driver that's got into a fight with a passenger, but there are also bus drivers or transportation authority workers that don't fight back, that just take the abuse on the day-to-day, right? Or there's people who work for Metro who get abused every day, just blatant disrespect. We've seen these kids on these Metros lately, and no one has a regard for authority or elders. So this was the perfect time, perfect place to, if the spitting was true and it was what instigated the guy to flip off, like you said, is the biggest sign of disrespect outside of, like you said, anything else. And I don't think anybody jumped in because a lot of people understood the assignment. Yeah, a lot of people can say stop, but no, like you said, nobody really jumped in to really stop the ass whooping. And it's hard to Chastity. Good to see you. It's hard to, like, bro, I would black out. If somebody spit on me, there's no turning back. It's that the guy on the dock that threw his hat in the air because that was it. That's it, bro. Fuck this job.
Yeah. But like I said, like we've encountered it on a sports level, right? Like out and about, like you playing football, you out in a sport, like, but at your job though, you know what I mean? And even still, like there's that moment where you still feel like it probably wouldn't be a thing. Like you're not going to encounter that at your job. Although, like I said, we're not bus drivers. So, we don't see the day-to-day foolery that they see. Like us people who take public transportation see it and realize like they got, that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you do in that moment? Like, you fucking right. I'm gonna definitely have a moment. And I just think that because of like the way it was, it definitely got into the mode of like, is he gonna be able to be like negligent for why he was at his job, everybody else? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I mean,
your thoughts? Like, would you have stepped in though? Would you have been like, all right, that's enough? Like, he didn't got his ass whooped enough.
Because you know what? That's the thing now is I'm on the older side of that, and I know how these young ass kids need a good ass whooping. I mean, if you bold enough to spit in someone's face, then my guy, that the consequences, whatever happens to you, happens to you. Because sometimes something happens, sometimes nothing happens. But that was the one. That was the right one on that day. and wasn't nobody going nowhere. People could have got off the bus they wanted to, but people understood. They moved to the back, pulled out their phones for whatever viral moment this is going to be.
Right.
But, bro, I mean, it's a lot less ass whoopings in the world. I think that's what's wrong with a lot of different things. Whoop that exactly. Exactly. No, bro, like, come on, let's be serious. Like, we've seen flight attendants, right? Take abuse from unruly passengers who, for whatever reason. I mean, how many workers have we seen lately at a drive-thru where people decide to come through the drive-thru because their order was messed up, or hop the counter because the order, like, these are the things that are happening right now, and people are few and far responding. But sometimes the ones that do respond are the one, you know, I bet that person wished they hadn't done what they did.
Yeah, I mean, I completely blacked out when it happened on the football field. Like, it was on blood after that. You know what I'm saying? So, just,
yeah.
But it again, I feel like there's a level to where it's just like you realize that okay. Again, we are gonna black out. You're gonna see red. It's a simple assault for the person that spit on you. You definitely could get man too, depending on how far you take that shit.
Right, exactly.
So that's what I'm saying.
So let's talk about let's switch up. Let's talk about some public workers that all about customer service. Oh, when they get hit with the hot fry grease, they'll exactly. Well, did you see the one where the fast food worker pulled the pistol out and started shooting at the car?
Nah, I didn't see that one. Where was that at?
I don't know, it was maybe Burger King with it, but the black lady, it was two people. It was the one lady that was taking the orders, handing out the orders at the drive-thru, and there was another lady, like the manager, floating back and forth, and the guy was doing all this crazy shit, and she pulled the pistol out, walked up to the window, and started firing off in the car as he drove off.
Yeah, that sounds like Harris County or some shit like that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so let's talk about customer service and all this good stuff. So four Fulton County contracted security guards have been arrested. Why have they been arrested? First of all, they were contracted correction officers. Let's get that. So now you can probably assume where the story is going to go. Contracted correction officers in Fulton County. Well, Let's tell you why they were arrested, bro. Smuggling cell phones, having sex with inmates, receiving $1,000 in Cash App to their accounts from inmates in return for services, sending explicit videos and photos, and smuggling in chicken pot pie. I kid you not. Smuggling in chicken pot pie. Now, the phones were smuggled in through a book, and one of them had cut open like the middle of the book and hid cell phones inside. Well, sex with inmates, they said that was happening on a regular occurrence. And then in payment for the phones, inmates were Cash Apping $1,000 to these, well, up to $1,000 to these ladies. Explicit videos and photos, chicken pot pie.
It's the chicken pot pie for me.
Bro, that was the craziest shit I saw. When I read this headline, everything else checked out. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Chicken pot pie?
Or as Kendall would call it.
What, bro? Okay, so let's talk about this.
He's sitting up 4 in the freezer right now.
Marie Callender's. Let's talk about this, bro. So look, how when we hear these stories, how are these people under the assumption they can get away with these things? It's only a matter, just because you've been getting away with something for a long time doesn't mean that the other folks don't know.
Right.
Whites only. Bro. So thoughts on this. I just told you the story. Thoughts on this, please.
I mean, I mean, listen, bro. Like this. I mean, somebody in the chat said, but this ain't new though. Like I think every year we have a conversation about, some type of, inmates or like the guards or somebody doing something in the jail, something strange for a little bit of change. I mean, at this point, it ain't new. You know what I'm saying? And it's not surprising. I think the surprising thing be like what they do for this shit or how they either get it in or what it's for. The pot pies clearly it's the best part of the story. Don't nobody care about the $1,000. Don't nobody care about whatever the pictures that they send in, the phone. It's for sure the motherfucking pot pie. Like that shit right there is.
I wonder if it was homemade.
I'd have been asking for mine without carrots. That's just mine. I'm if I'm gonna be, I'm gonna put my order in.
You don't look strange. Bro,
sure.
Smuggling in banquet chicken pot pie, like those shits that cost like $1.
Oh, that shit is crazy. They look like boiled chicken, probably. Like it's not.
Even Marie calendars, I can see those, but it's got to be homemade, right, Chad? Good to see you. Did he have freezer? So it must have been cooked. Like he must. Bro, I don't. This is crazy shit, and they all facing like top charges for this stuff. But
listen, like these are the ugly girls that just once somebody bat their eyelashes at them, then they for sure like gonna do whatever it is.
That's the thing, though. It's attention, right? You can get any kind of attention you want doing the same things outside of somebody that's locked up, right? But it's always who's closest to you, right? Dee, good to see you. Tia, good to see you. It's always who's closest to you, right? And you spend most of the time at work or in these facilities anyway, right? And you grow a connection, but come on, bro. It's only a matter of time before you get caught.
I agree. They for sure. But again, everybody, you run the lick.
They passed background checks. That's it. And they were contracted though. That's the thing. They didn't actually belong to Fulton County. They belonged to whatever contracting services was that leased out the.
But listen, you gonna run the play for as long as the play goes, right? Unless somebody else like comes into the matter of like have to switch it up or like nobody really knows. Like, listen, the play should only be for like 3 months. Then we gotta shut that shit down and do something else, right? Like, it can't be all of that, like to the point where you think that shit's gonna go from forever. But I guess when motherfuckers is talking about pot pies and $1,000, like I guess it's sound like a good play to just keep going or something. I don't know. Shit, the shit is weird, but they definitely the ugly side of the just somebody bat some eyelashes and next thing you know, we making it work.
Yeah, I don't know. So, all right, I think we got enough out of this one before we run that one into the ground. All right, so this one I'm probably more passionate about right here because this one right here kind of reflects like what you and I, some of the things you and I, are known for kind of thing. So we all know that in 2028, flag football is going to make its Olympic debut, right? It was only a matter of time. They've been talking about it for a while. So here we are in LA, of all places, right? Here we go with flag football. And the question has been, because we know with the basketball, we found, the Dream Team was like the first official, like superstar-led NBA player-based team, right? Because before that was like college people and maybe one or two like older statesmen, like leading, like playing for the USA. Then like when Jordan and Pippen all them did the Dream Team, that was like the first official. All right, let's get our best NBA players and let's just run the gauntlet, right? I think that's what it was, right? So now we have football. Flag football. And the question is here, do you go for the pros in the flag football to give it a face or what? Or not? And I've always been the one to say, so far I've said you don't need any current NFL players. First of all, the contracts are probably not going to allow them to do that, right? But you don't need any current NFL players or NFL players at all to build a successful flag football team, because you and I know the flag football circuit has amazing players that you've never even heard of that can probably run the gauntlet on any other country that has a flag football squad.
For sure.
Correct?
Cardinal, what up?
Cardo, hey, real quick, y'all. Shout out to you, Cardo, man. Thoughts and prayers of you and your family. We got you, bro. Keep stay up, bro. So Daryl Doucette, whatever his name is, U.S. flag football player, claims he is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. Goes on to name all intangibles he knows Mahomes has, as far as his accuracy, his success he's had on the field or whatever. But he says what makes him better than Patrick is his IQ of the game. Okay. And then he also goes on to say that when it comes to flag football, he knows he's better and his accuracy is better than Patrick's, right? Okay. Now we just said that flag football is different than the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Very much different. Now, just to start with that, just start with everything I've said, and then we'll dive in a little bit more.
I mean, like you said, this kind of touches, it's a little home base on that side. I think it's tough to say that you. I mean, there's two different styles of the game. Like, you'll sit there and say like football is football, but there is a strategy that's done when the rules of kind of flag compared to you talking about full on contact like tackle football, scheming that you got more than 7 or 8 guys on the on the field and all that good stuff. I mean, they've kind of held down this. I mean, flag football got the appeal, like I think probably about 3 or 4 years ago, where it started making like ESPN, where they show like the national game.
Did that one league that the players had a flag league, yeah.
Yeah, because I think some of the I wouldn't call it retired, but like just recently retired like players like were on some of the squads, right? It is just a different game that you have to learn all of a sudden. So I think it's one of those
skill set is completely different in flag.
For sure. The problem with that is though, like you said, it's just a matter of how long before. Like, is it just a competition to say that you can do it, or is it like literally on some? Do you put a team together to say like if the professionals can actually play and actually like hold it down the way that the professional flag football players are? Do you mix a team, or do you just say, listen, like the best squad? Because there's like the trial, right? Like you have to like get a team, right? So when is they gonna?
You have to give it a face. You're going to need a pro. You're going to need at least one pro, retired pro, right? I mean, I think in this instance, what you need probably is a receiver. Right? You won't necessarily need an NFL quarterback because Tommy Maddox is not a flag football quarterback. You know what I mean? Lamar Jackson could probably be a good flag football quarterback, but that's the thing too. Flag football is not just about ducking and dodging hits like NFL. Like you have to have a skill set when it comes to flag. Now, this guy is absolutely out of his mind. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes. I saw the guy throw a ball, and I know at least 2 quarterbacks to name off right now that are better than this guy. And that's trouble, and that's luck, and that's only because we played the game with those guys, right?
For sure.
But I think Patrick Mahomes' skill set is so good that he could adapt. You got an arm. You just got to learn the in and outs, the intricacies of footwork and everything else. You're not trying to break tackles. Now you're ducking and dodging flag pulls. I think Pat could perhaps develop and probably be a really good flag quarterback. Dave, good to see you.
I can't remember. I think that one year that we saw on ESPN, like, and I think they were just kind of messing around. But you think about somebody like Vic, like shortly after like he was out of the league, like he still would be able to get it done. Like as a quarterback, he's still shifty. You know what I'm saying? Like one miss and you realize he's off to the races, and he's still got he's got an arm in a sense like he can still throw the ball. So it's one of those things where I think he said what he said because he feels like that's them taking away from what they've been doing. But at the same time, like, listen, if you go up against a squad that's put together of NFL players against the best flag team, whoever wins that game, that I think that's just what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they're probably gonna have more than one group. You know what I'm saying? So call it what it is. Like, it's not gonna be one of those like it's only one representing the US. Like, this is probably gonna be a group type situation. So like I think by him saying that, clearly, you know what that is. You know that it's a way to.
It's giving him the 5 minutes that he wants right now, right?
Because he didn't get it before.
Exactly. Be interesting to see what the requirements are when it comes down to making these squads, right? You're gonna have to give it a face, especially in LA. So you may have some retired folks. You may even have Michael Vick. You'll probably have that, but I don't know. I've never heard of other countries playing flag football, bro. So we may have USA hands down may have it regardless, right? So we'll see. All right, let's.
That's true. That's true.
Well, yeah, that part. All right, bro. This right here. This is another what the fuck moment, right? So Skittles, I don't know if you saw this. Skittles has decided to go into making beverages. Yeah, taste the rainbow. So you have sour, wild berry, tropical, and original. The 4 flavors of like the different packets of Skittles that we see in the store, right? Mm-hmm. I can't imagine Skittles as a drink, bro. I can't. You think about the candy itself and turn that into a juice. It's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. What are they serving kids these days, bro? Because this is marketed for kids. I don't know one adult that loves Skittles enough, but there's probably one. What do you say? BD's exactly. I don't know one adult that loves Skittles enough to try it in liquid form. Now they do have. I saw that they have the vodka Skittles and all, but this is not vodka. This is straight up juice. Right? This kind of reminds me of on a hot summer day you drink those hug juices. That was super sweet, but those are good though. This looks like trash.
Listen, man, this ain't nothing but just this is diabetes. Like you as soon as you take the top off one of these, like your foot just gonna come up missing, right? Like toes coming off. Like you sign a waiver just where you know you just not gonna have all your shit afterwards, just because. It's. I'm
sorry.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to put it up there.
I saw it as soon as it got up there.
Man, listen. I mean, you talk about
Tampico. Remember that? Oh my god.
Yeah. Listen, but I mean, this is like one of those last ditch like. What if there's nothing else that you can do, like you just make the shit even worse.
The drunker you are, the better. Like, so I've seen people put Jolly Ranchers inside of like soda and or alcohol and watch it, to make the flavors. But bro, like none of the like Capri Suns are actually good, right? At this point in my life, no. But back in the day, Capri Suns were decent. But it goes to show you too. Think about this, bro. What did they give us in school with full course meals? You'd have pizza, chicken sandwiches, steak and cheese with chocolate milk.
So I posted this shit. What was it? Was it earlier this week?
Come on.
Listen, you get a burger, you get some fries, you get the square slice of pizza, and you get a chocolate milk.
Are you?
What are you doing with that? What are you doing? But that's what they were, and you gotta finish it off with like the zebra cakes. You know what I'm saying? Like
favorite offend of me.
You gotta finish it off with the zebra cakes because at the end of the day, this can't let. First of all, this should not be in schools. Like they should not be allowed to.
Yeah, hell no. This should even be in stores. I saw this in the store over the weekend, and I absolutely refuse to let your niece or your nephew drink this shit.
Nah, bro.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. Right now they're hooked on what's that? Prime. Shout out to Prime Pay Us. Not to mention your name. But they hooked on Prime, right? And that just goes to like Gatorade too. Like I'm fine with Gatorade. Like that, you can drink that. That's electrolyte stuff. But there's nothing like attractive to me about this drink right here. It looks disgusting, and I hate it.
This you know what? I'm not gonna go there. But this is on the level of like motherfuckers who have the Little Debbie's scented candles in their house.
You just gotta have them. You gotta have it in different forms.
Yeah,
so
they got this shit in the refrigerator for sure. Yep.
That's the thing. Somebody's drinking. Somebody's buying this. All right. Okay. Well, I was hoping by then we would have a perhaps special guest, but it's all good. With that said, look, whatever y'all doing this weekend, go ahead and hook yourself up with a DC Shy Pie. That's save 10%. That's WRSE 10 at the DC Shy Pie. Now, I will give the update on the DC Shy Pie. So the two winners of the Shy Pie, you know who you are because you're in the comments currently. Your pizza should arrive tomorrow by noon. I don't know if that's noon Eastern Standard Time or noon your time, but your pizzas will be there tomorrow. So the two people that won the pizzas and the shirts, your pizza will be there tomorrow. Your shirts next week. Your pizza will be there tomorrow. Your pizza will be there tomorrow. And then I'm interested when you try your pizza, let us know what you think. Because it is the official pizza that We Are Something Else podcast. Sure. Look, so y'all who want to order one because you don't live in the DC area, DMV area, you can definitely order and have it shipped to you because the two winners do not live in the DMV area, and they are receiving these pizzas shipped to them. So Chicago deep dish, DC owned, DC Shy Pie, black owned business. Shout out to Grant. Yeah, bro. Everybody wants to know what CB is. CB is on assignment. So if you miss CB, he'll be back next week after. Yeah, we got to figure out next week. We'll talk about that in a second. All right, bro. Where are we at? All right. Go ahead, E. Spotlight is all yours, bro.
Look, man. So, we've been talking about certain things, movies, music. We kind of, ramped up, you know what I'm saying? The smoking spill in regards to just getting the movies out there. Like you and I are big movie reviews. We're big movie buffs. The one that started it for me though, right? For sure was a movie that you and I need to review. And if Kev is watching, I've been trying to get us to do the Beast Trip
this week. Kev's on assignment, but he's down to do the movie hopefully in a couple weeks.
All right. So, oh my God, look at this shit. God damn it. All right. So with that being said, the movie that started it for me, for sure, that got me into like the whole like being into movies and just the whole movie review. And actually, I think it's probably one of my top 5 movies in the 80s is none other than boom, Can't Buy Me Love. Even though it was remade by Nick Cannon and all that stuff, like it is what it is. The original was where it's at. Like, understand, like the premise of the movie, the way that it was broken down, the nerd or the kid that everybody looked past, you know what I'm saying? That it took some money, and we all know how some of these females act when you throw a little money their way. You dig? So money make the world go around, as they say. Cash rules everything around me. So as it says, but again, storyline, the plot, everything that goes with it. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Can't Buy Me Love was one of those movies that really kind of like set it aside with the premise. You talking about Patrick being like our first, I think that's my first introduction for him in a movie. I'm sure he was probably in other movies. So that's 87. So he's like kind of pre-teen in that same sense. But at the end of the day, this is the movie that started it off for me though, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about reviewing this. Yeah, I mean, the remake was interesting. That was, we know who took part in that. It was okay. Could have been a little better, but yeah, I mean, nothing beats the original in this one. I agree. This is one Patrick was on a good run. There was another one, the other one, right? That was right around this time. That was kind of signature film.
No, you gotta just
Pizza.
For sure. Now listen. Those two movies we have to do, and they have to be back to back. That's got to be it for sure. Like, it's got to be. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like I think like there was nothing else for us to like kind of like review. Like there were no black movies that were about like the kid, like like mid, like that high school level. Like you had whatever it was sitcom worthy, but not an actual movie. You know what I'm saying? So what was it that really was gonna like kind of get you to be like, is that what high school is really like? Even though this is more of on the white side, you dig? So it is what it is, but it's a classic movie. And if people ain't seen this movie, they should go see the original before the actual.
Before you go watch the Cannon's version.
Yeah. Well, shout out to the movie I know in that movie.
All right, CB, what you got for that copper chop? Well, in CB's absence, I'll be taking over the copper chop. So tonight for the copper chop, we have the Kobe Non-Elite High Protros Halo colorway.
Not the heat of the night, bro. Shit.
All right. Kobe Non-Elite High Protro Halo colorway, $240. Drawing opens up tomorrow, August 23rd on the Sneakers app. The Halo colorway, there's going to be a bunch of Kobe's releasing the Halo colorway. That's kind of like the whitish black color, off-white. As a tribute to Kobe's everlasting impact on and off the court, the Halo series launches every year on his birthday, Mamba Forever. So, bro, for $240, we knew what the Kobe 9 meant as far as Achilles injuries and just an innovative sneaker because it was the boot. Thoughts on Kobe 9 Halo? Copper drop.
I'm clearly a fan of Kobe, but this is definitely not the all white look because clearly I wouldn't wear these anywhere. Maybe the low 9s. I know these are the higher ones, and of course, with me, who tore my Achilles around 2 months after he did. 2 months after he did, like I for sure. I want the style, but I can't floss with the all white joints. It's just not it. But I also understand like if you get these, like you could probably customize them for sure. So that's probably where it's going from there. But hey, listen.
Yeah, you said copper chop.
It's like not like right away. You also know they're gonna sit online for a certain price, but like I said,
I'm chopping these. The colorway isn't the right colorway for me. It's almost like They want you to put these on ice. You know, start a Halo like kind of collection. But where am I wearing these to? I don't know. No more all white parties, I believe, right? So yeah, these are chopped for me. Could be better colorways. So what y'all feeling on the Kobe? They all right? Yeah, for $240, yeah, kind of cold. Yeah, you can just find better things for $240. Like the foam posits, the DMV cherry blossom foam posits. If you're gonna spend 200 plus on a shoe, go ahead and cop those foam posits that come out this weekend too, right? I believe that's this weekend as well, or next weekend.
What's that?
The foams. I think it's next week.
DMVs?
Yeah.
We get tomorrow.
And then tomorrow, it wasn't on the sneakers app, so whatever.
Shit.
All right.
It's say the 23rd, but you know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, Just, what's good with you, bro? All right, so look, that's all we got, bro. Let's go ahead and show some sneakers. We appreciate everybody's here. Like 19, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I guess I'll go first. Boom. All right, so you know what that is. I mean, we could talk about it, right? So this is the only colorway. This is the colorway I wanted out of the 9 elites. Hardly worn, purple and gold, fly knit. I believe that was the technology. Achilles stitched on the back. Super comfortable shoe. It was almost like built like a wrestling boot, but it's got the basketball technology in it. So, yep. Definitely. If you don't have a 9 elite in your collection, try to find a pair and put them in your collection. Oh, then this was the Showtime. Yeah, Showtime.
Yeah. Didn't CB just recently, was it earlier this year?
Huh?
Was it earlier this year CB got a pair of those?
Yep, he got the red and black ones, right?
Yeah.
All right, what you got, bro?
Look, I've been wearing this. Listen, I've been wearing this shoe because I feel like it gets a bad rap. I made the comment that you fuck around and your foot might fall asleep just because they made this version. I don't know. Like I don't know if it's the material, but this 4 just feels different. So I've been wearing my black and red Thunders. Again, it just seems like it was a shoe that didn't get a lot of play. So I definitely been rocking it. And you know, seeing as though there was a truce out here recently, it only seemed right to show my appreciation for what's going on in certain areas out here in Cali. You dig? So okay. if you know, don't need to be talked about. It is what it is.
Exactly. And 4s, they fit way different sometimes. But yeah, I mean, anything good for the weekend, bro? I'm pretty much, it's back to school stuff. So I gotta get all that good stuff underway.
Nah, I mean, do we got a fight? Is there a fight this weekend?
Always a fight. There probably is a fight this weekend. And I know the Shakur supercard was announced too.
That, first of all, Bunk, that's for sure a lie. Y'all definitely got games in Houston. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I thought you said Shakur, didn't he just ink with somebody to fight?
Yeah, it's one of them Saudi fights too. So it's a big super card. But that's in October too.
Real quick, any thoughts on AZ losing? Like, should he just give it up now? Because that's 2 back-to-back losses, right?
Yeah, he might get one more, but then it's time to wrap it up.
Is it a thing? Do you think, real quick, do people stay? Do people try to stay on top too long? Like a true question I have right now. Like, seriously, right? Between we seen what Kobe did. Like, I'm a super Kobe fan, right? Like, I mean, he would have probably played until he couldn't literally walk no more. I feel like LeBron's kind of stepping into that era of yeah, you can still be out there doing your thing, but it's like if you're not at a high level, like, are you killing your legacy because it's a diminished role, right? Like you're not doing what I was doing.
Jordan did it, but we still call Jordan the GOAT. So, whatever, Sometimes you just got to know when to walk away before it's too late. And we've seen that happen in a lot of different places. But, if all you know is the sport that you're in or whatever that you do for a living and you don't have a plan after that.
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. Look, that is it. Episode 203, where you can find us, catch us tomorrow. So we got Kendall B Morning Show live 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then after that will be Where Something Else Presents. The Abstract with me is back tomorrow, 12:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right after Kendall's show. We got a good show for you tomorrow. We'll do all that good stuff. But that's it, bro. That's all I got.
Listen, Kendall, I got a request. Play Pyru Love for me on your show tomorrow. in regards to the truths. Like I need that one time.
Sean gave the date September 6th for the album. What is it? Plight of the Ultimate Fantastic. No, Plight of the Ultimate Fantasy. What's the F? I forgot the F, Sean. My bad.
Sean, put the full name in there. Put the full name in there.
Plight of the Ultimate Fantastic.
Hurry up.
Plight of the Ultimate Fantastic. That's what it is. Yeah, Plight of the Ultimate Fantastic.
Also, any incidents that happened in Canada was not me, by the way. Just thought I'd go ahead and put that out there again because.
Yep, fantastic. There we go. All right, y'all. Peace. Thank you for watching. We have something else. I don't want me to hit the button. Let me find the button. Where's the button?
Yo.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSC Podcast. Be sure to